Hi, I'm Elizabeth Franklin with the National Association of Social Workers. I'm the project manager and lobbyist for the Dorothy Haight and Whitney Young Jr. Social Work Reinvestment Act. I'd like to take a moment to thank the thousands of NASW members and social workers across the country who have written emails, postcards, and letters to their members of Congress asking them to support the Social Work Reinvestment Act. I'd also like to explain why this bill is important to all social workers and why we still need your help. I'm standing in front of the Department of Labor in Washington, D.C. This building was named after Frances Perkins in 1980. Perkins was President Franklin D. Roosevelt's Secretary of Labor, the first female cabinet member, and a social worker. She began her work in settlement houses, became a leader in the labor movement organizing for workers' rights, and was chosen by FDR to be a Secretary of Labor, where she served from 1933 to 1945. Perkins significantly contributed to New Deal legislation and created what eventually became the Social Security Act of 1935. This is the National Council of Negro Women, where Dr. Dorothy Haight served as president from 1957 until 1997. Dr. Haight still serves as president emerita today. She is one of the most influential figures in the civil rights movement and is still working every day to secure equal rights for women and people of color. She received the Presidential Medal of Freedom and the Congressional Gold Medal for her tireless work. She is a social worker and began her career working with the New York City Welfare Department as a caseworker. We are honored to name the Social Work Reinvestment Act after Dr. Dorothy Haight. We also consider it a privilege to name the legislation after Whitney Young. I'm standing in front of the Wall of Presidents at NASW, and as you can see, Whitney Young is our first African American president. Also a civil rights leader, Young is widely recognized as the co-author of President Lyndon B. Johnson's War on Poverty. He spent most of his life working to end employment discrimination and transform the National Urban League into a leader in the civil rights movement. Dorothy Haight, Frances Perkins, and Whitney Young made our world a more equitable place. They used their social work skills to mediate tense situations, create progressive social change, and lead our country to overcome many of our greatest struggles. It is up to us to continue building on this extraordinary legacy. The Dorothy Haight and Whitney Young Jr. Social Work Reinvestment Act will help us to ensure that our profession survives and thrives, and we can meet the emerging needs of millions of clients across the nation. As you can see, we're on Capitol Hill every day asking representatives and senators to sign on as co-sponsors of the Social Work Reinvestment Act. But they must hear from you, their constituents. Simply click the links on this page and send them a message today. We appreciate you being advocates for your profession.